Hey guys, how's it going? Me again. It's Thursday morning, and it's a little bit cloudy here. I just raced back. I had to pick up Sarah. She had a science exam. She did really well. She didn't want to spend the whole day there, so I kind of just raced there, picked her up, drove her home, and then came back. Wanted to get some work done today at the office. Pretty busy day today and tomorrow for me, which is good. Got to get caught up, right? You take time off or at least do courses. Still got to do the work that you put off for later. That's okay. Family's doing well. We last night again busy evenings. Our evenings are packed. The girls always have some event or practice or something going on, which is really cool. Keeps us busy, and they love it. We were picking up the girls yesterday, and oh my gosh, Lizzie. She's fun, and she's Lizzie. She's a lot like me in many ways, zany and sometimes a little bit unfiltered. She just took a course on sex education. She was excited. She loves that. So I don't. She's at that age. She gets excited. Whole car ride, graphic detail about fertilization and spermatozoa and so much, so much. I don't even want to say anymore because as a dad with two girls, love her. Then she turns to Sarah and says, "Hey, I know why you're always mad at me. It's because you have a crush on me." Apparently, they taught that in sex ed, that, mood swings can sometimes be an infatuation with somebody. I love her. She just started laughing. And in fact, I couldn't stop laughing. It was the most ridiculous thing I heard all day. It was fantastic. She's an incredible kid. Just awesome. And other times, Lizzie can, again, very passionate about a lot. I love her. And sometimes, if just like me, if you, all of us, if you say something at the wrong time, it might put her into her space. And there's been times where I might have said, like, she says something a little bit inappropriate. Again, that filter, awesome kid. And I would have pushed back, challenged her on it, and kind of given her grief that it's inappropriate. You can't be doing that. Stop. And when she starts turning into a he said, she started it, I didn't, and her and her sister, right? They know how to push each other's buttons. That's what sisters' family is there for. And it's not that I'm taking her side from her viewpoint, though. Absolutely, I'm taking Sister Sarah's side, and that pisses her off. And then Lizzie will fly off, or she'll just leave and storm off. It's a lot. Now, there's been times where I might have been inappropriate in my words, in my response. Maybe too much. Missed the mark a bit. Instead of feeling bad, it'd be easy to say, man, I'm a bad dad. That was horrible. That was terrible. I remember having a conversation where she went to her room and I went in and I said, you know what? I messed up. I screwed up. It was too much. I missed the mark. Please forgive me. What you did got me upset, and how I responded was a bit too much. Here's what I want to say instead. Our house, in my house, communication is so important in all my areas of life. So important. Whether it's at the office, whether it's with family, friends, relationship, so important. I had a great talk with Gail about that last night, about communication, the importance of us communicating at a high level and trying to figure out the right language to use to each other so that we can connect more. What I wanted to speak about using that idea with Lizzie and myself, I could have went into bad dad, and instead, gratefully that I learned this lesson, it's focus on the behavior. It's the people are not their behaviors. I may have said too much, and I owned it. I had to do some forgiveness work. I had to go and let go of some anger and realize it's me first. And I had to apologize. And I said to her, look, that's just how I acted. And the cool part is when you focus on the behavior, you can actually change the behavior. Then you got work to do. Maybe the strategy you had was just too much. Maybe the state of mind. Maybe I know in the future, instead of responding or reacting, I can wait, patiently breathe, make sure I'm in the right place, and respond accordingly, not react. How are you guys doing that in your own world? Here, we really try to do that, is take a time out, or at least calibrate. Our patients come in and they have their own worlds, their own histories, where they came from. If we spend all day criticizing them or judging them based on that, how effective is that hour going to be? How effective is that time spent together? And instead, it's okay. This is just their behavior. How do we give them new resources, new or hold their space so that they can find another strategy, a different behavior that is more successful for them, what they might need? If you're having trouble with that, maybe there's past events that you've worked through or did that you kind of feel so guilty about and you have a hard time letting go of that guilt. Or somebody did something and it wronged you and it pisses you off and affected your relationship so deeply. If any of this, or even more, if you have any questions, please reach out because I love this. Because this is a first important step in just recognizing that change is possible and focusing on the right area versus an area that just isn't really that important. People are not their behaviors, and everyone is doing the best they can with the resources they have. And sometimes just getting new resources, new skills, new abilities, awarenesses is all they need to change their behavior. And sometimes it's more. Anyways, you have any questions? You have any concerns? Let me know. I'd love to share and talk more about this. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. See you guys. Bye.